Hi, this is Sherry Peel Jackson. Today we'll start a series called Basic Financial Survival. Some of the videos that I will present will contain materials from my book by the same name, and some of the videos will contain additional information that you will need to become debt-free and improve your finances. Let's talk about delayed gratification. Some of you younger people may not be familiar with that term, but many of us older people were brought up hearing it all the time. I like the prevailing internet definition of delayed gratification. It says, delayed gratification is the ability to resist the temptation for an immediate reward and wait for a later reward. Generally, delayed gratification is associated with resisting a smaller but more immediate reward in order to receive a larger or more enduring reward later. One of the examples that I can remember like it was yesterday is my father urging me not to go boy crazy when I got to high school. Here in Georgia in the 1970s, high school was 8th grade through 12th grade. When I started high school, I was 12 years old, and there were boys there that were 18 years old. Maybe that's why Georgia had the highest teen pregnancy rate in the country back then. At any rate, my dad told me that if I put my nose to the grindstone and got my schoolwork done with excellence, my intelligence would shine brighter than the way my body fit into my jeans, and I would get a real man and not just a male when I was older. He said that if I focused on my education and career, I could avoid getting stuck with a whole bunch of babies and someone that didn't have my best interests at heart. That was putting it mildly. I don't think I should repeat what he actually said on camera. My parents taught me delayed gratification, and I saved money instead of buying a lot of designer clothes. I finished school instead of dropping out and getting a low-wage job, and I waited to have children until I was married and mature. Now, I believe that these delays made me more able to handle all of the obstacles that life has thrown at me. I've learned endurance, and it's been a much needed skill in my life this past decade. Now, I still struggle with impatience sometimes, but it's not a prevailing aspect of my daily walk. One of the things that I've noticed, whether young or old, people tend to reject the concept of delayed gratification these days. We've become a microwave society, wanting everything instantly and getting irritated when we have to wait. This impatience has caused our entire society to devolve into a consumer-oriented, debt-riddled mess. When it comes to finances, Americans are failing miserably at delayed gratification. The media has brainwashed us into accumulating mounds of debt, and the main brainwashing concept is buy now, pay later. Credit card debt in the United States averages almost $16,000 per indebted household. People are paying $120 for a pair of gym shoes that cost about $5 to produce. People are also paying thousands of dollars for designer furniture and appliances to look and feel important to friends and associates. Even children are teasing other children that don't wear the latest and greatest name brand clothes and shoes. This debt frenzy is why the savings rate in the United States is less than 5% annually. We spend all that we earn, and then we borrow when we have an emergency. We're following the debt-strapped federal government right down into oblivion. The other brainwashing concept is you deserve the best and you deserve it now. This one has led people to buy the biggest cars and the biggest houses that the bank will let them sign for. These decisions have made many people slaves to homes and cars. By the way, did you know that the Latin for mortgage is debt until death? Pause and think about that. Many people never pay off their homes and are virtually renting until they die, never being able to transfer ownership to their children and grandchildren. Enslaving the American people is part of a grand plan to bring this country down, and we're falling right into that trap. Do you want to get out of the trap? First, stop spending money that you don't have. Put the credit cards on ice and only pay cash for what you buy. If you can't pay cash, then don't buy it. I know people have to get cars, but don't buy a Benz when you know you should be getting a Buick. Next, start paying down debt using a well thought out strategy. Pay off the smallest bill, then use the money to pay off the next one in line. For example, if you owe Sears $700 and Macy's $1,200, pay the minimum on the Macy's card and use all of your extra money, including that tax refund, to pay off Sears. Then, when Sears is paid off, use the money you were paying Sears to pay off Macy's. This is a simple concept, but if you're undisciplined, you will remain a debt slave. That ends our lesson for today. I hope you don't feel fussed at, but it grieves my spirit to see so many people complaining about not having any money when they have 4 flat screen TVs in the house and 2 luxury vehicles in the garage. Affluenza is a curable disease, but we must want to be cured. If you want to be cured, get my book, Basic Financial Survival. It's on my blog site, www.sherrypeeljackson.org. Until next time, this is Sherry Peel Jackson signing out.